Hey friends, did you know that you can go from one moment to the next? Literally one moment, not 1 minute, one moment to the next, from feeling euphoric to feeling discouraged? And for my Christian friends out there, this includes you too. I remember what gets me through those times. I remember heroes in the Bible like David, right, who was so discouraged when his men were taken off, his men's families were taken off, in war. And I remember Elijah, after performing a great miracle for God, right, defeating all these false prophets of Baal, that the next moment he was literally discouraged and running for his life. And so I'm so thankful for the Bible that it includes all these stories. I think of Moses, as he was on this great mission for God, a man that the Bible calls, a friend of God, he could become discouraged. And I think of David was called a man after God's own heart. And so you may be thinking, well, a man after God's own heart, what does he have to be discouraged about? God talks to these people, some of them almost directly. God spoke to Moses face to face. Yet there were times when he felt discouraged. And I want to leave you with one scripture taken from 1 Samuel 30, verse 6, where the part B of that scripture said that David encouraged himself in the Lord. And I will leave the other scripture references about Elijah in the comments below. But this one though, if you're feeling discouraged today and you cannot understand even why you're discouraged, because sometimes honestly it could be hormonal, it could be a subconscious programming, it could be something in your psyche. But when you get to that point, remember the scripture first, that David encouraged himself in the Lord, 1 Samuel 30, verse 6. And then there's some practical things you can do. Like when I get discouraged, I come out here in nature and I walk, or I play tennis. I'm near the tennis courts right here. Or, I just do some breathing exercises. I used to tease my husband because he does a lot of breathing exercises. And I'm like, why are you doing so much? But it down-regulates your parasympathetic, nervous system, or your sympathetic nervous system. And so the practical things you can do: get out in the sun. It's good for you. Read scripture. Pray and walk. Listen to the birds. Move your body. Play tennis or walk, whatever. Jump in the pool. But do something to down-regulate and get back right with God.